Welcome to another mega exciting 5-minute auto pro. Let's try a French defense on the solid side of things. Don't tell me this gambit. Oh, gold. I'll play c4. I don't want the wrath of dynamic play thrown at me in a hurry. Can I just put a knight on b6? Do I want to weaken my position with I don't know. I'll try this. Yeah. I'm scared. Okay, let's just let him play h5 and put the knight back in castle queenside. I don't want to commit to playing h5, just weakening g5. I know this is like provocation, and don't try this at home. Okay, it keeps the lines closed, but I'm weakening all my dark squares. Knight c8, bishop e7, and I'll never be able to castle queenside. I'll need 6 million moves to castle queenside soon. Ah, no. I think this is going wrong pretty quickly because he's got knight g5 coming up after. He's got knight g5 and he wins that pawn, and then he queens his h pawn. I think I'm pretty doomed. Hang on, knight f5 to try and take out his h pawn. Right, let's not panic just yet. If I can take out his h pawn. He's got g4 there. I'm getting stuffed. I can't castle. That's evil moves. Just g4. This has not been good. Bishop g7 takes bishop. Oh no, I don't know. What horrible thing is this? I think just g4 was winning there. Oh, knight f6 is coming. It's got g4 in reserve. Check. That's knight g7. Okay. Rook g7, knight e7. Okay, he could have. I think he could have just put me away. G4. I have to see that after. I'm amazed he didn't play that earlier now. So instead he sacked the exchange there. Unnecessary, I thought, but maybe this is really strong as well. Yeah, okay, so now he plays g4. He can perpetual check me with the knight if he wants, or he can take that rook. If he doesn't take the rook immediately, rook h8. If he wants to take a draw, he can. Can he? Yeah, I think so. So I guess I should have played h5 earlier. Yeah, that was silly. It looked like a pretty standard routine to weaken the dark squares, and I just let him do that. Okay, we're still in the game here. Sort of. Queen h6 coming is not going to be too clever. For bishop h6, maybe it's not much in the game. Am I being negative? Queen c8, queen f8. Hang on. If I'm not being mated, I should stop this negativity. If it's not mate by force. Well, I'm stuffed on the queen side. I'm like restricted on this side of the board as well. So any counterplay, basically c4 sack a pawn to try and breathe some life into the position. Oh, his rook's coming now. Suffocate the position. c4, knight c4. I'll do it just to try and open some lines or something, try and do something over here. Distract him. Breathe some life into my pieces if I lose a pawn. Radical. Actually, I've got knight a4 and things like queen b4. I don't know, that could be annoying. If I wasn't getting mated. Knight e. Right, before he mates me with rook h3, let's try and get the queens off. Why didn't I just take his rook there? I am playing to lose this. Why didn't I take the rook, given its important role in rook h3? Come on, slow down a bit. Just take this attacking rook before I get mated on the h file. Alright. Now there is queen b4. But then like bishop f6 coming up. So this does seem a really hemmed in position still. The knight is protecting g7, so it doesn't matter if he's installing his pieces. Hold on a sec. It does, because he's got he's winning with queen h8 immediately. So this is a nasty form pawn, which is nearly terminal. So I'm not sure if this counterattack is something or not something. I don't know. If I take and then take on f6, take on f6, you wouldn't have time for queen h6. Yeah, if I can take on f6 and take here. Alright. I can just take on d4 here. Or knight takes a4. See what I mean? Knight takes a4, bishop f6. I've got queen c3, queen d4. Can I not do that? Take on f6, take on e5. I'm not really sure. The other way is queen e5. I'll just clear out these two pawns. Oh, I don't know. He threatens to mate me. I take. I'm holding f6. I remember that defensive idea to hold f6 at some point somewhere else in another game. Multiple. Okay, memories have been mated on g7 here. Coming back to the surface. The only way is to try and keep hold of the fawn pawn somehow. Okay, so I'm going to create the fawn pawn.
Check.
With knight takes f6, and then I'll try and hold on to that pawn. I'll keep an eye on it. After queen takes d4 check.
Check.
Keep an eye on the fawn pawn. Although he's got g5 mating. So the question is, do I have any time here? If I
check.
take on b5 after. He hasn't got g5 anyway. I think some miracle I've managed to sort of, I don't know. It was his game to win earlier. I'm pretty sure he just puts me away with g5. That I was just totally like anaesthetised in the opening here from this gambit. My friend Alex Eflantis mentioned this at some point. He's a French defence player, but no, this has gone wrong. This whole knight g6. What is this? Here G4 is not going to be, you know, knight H4. Knight F5 looks like a reasonable. H6, that stops my dart squares crumbling so quickly. Then here, that seems interesting, but this, I'm just asking for my dart squares to evaporate. Yeah, +3. What have I done here? I need to do this apparently. For my dart squares to be not so fatal, but nearly fatal, I assume. No, they're fatal here. This is just fatal. Because he's got this and he just, yeah, it's all over. I thought this was all over. Bother shouting. He just plays G4. Yeah, that's what I thought. G4. G4. What do I do? I don't know. I don't know how I got away with this. This seems like a suffocated position game where I shouldn't really have any counterplay at all. He's got Queen C1. I assume that's like, how does that mate? Oh, it mates over there. I didn't even see that. Blimey, that's nifty of the engine. Looking at that direction. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was all pretty crushing. I was just trying to breathe some life into my pieces there. No. Oh, Queen B4 is actually good here. If he goes here, take. Is it a case of holding on to the? I take here. And if he goes here, right, my attack crashes through first.
Check. Check.
I'm sure. I'm like loads of material up, and I take the pawn pawn. He'd let me off the hook. I mean, seriously, if any game's like let off the hook, this is one of them.
Check.
I've just been let off the hook in this game. Okay, let off the hook there. Yeah, that was totally wrong, that knight G6. Okay. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.